Alright. Let's go over the Arbiter here. It is also a healing role. No, it's a Cleric after all, right? Good things about this, we get some extra health, support power, some mana, and control defense. Plate armor proficiency, that's a big one though. Plate, make yourself really tanky. Right, the enhancements of this class. The Holy Symbol, which is our ground targeted healing, also applies a knockdown. Illuminate, which is some AoE healing, applies a 5% personal healing modifier and makes my basic attacks regen some mana. And Tend Wounds has the duration increased to 16 seconds, so this is like double. And 10% healing modifier, so that is a nice little way of stacking some healing mob, 15%. The special skills of the Arbiter, we got Spiritual Presence. It's a great heal around me, pulses around me, and enemies in here have Exhaustion and Damnation applied to them. Damnation is just holy damage over time. Exhaustion damages enemies' stamina. I don't know exactly how much, but stamina drain is pretty solid. Then the Arbiter passive that heals 5 friendlies around me whenever I get hit. Cannot trigger more than once every 2 seconds. We have taken our mitigation bonus cap and everything in here, plus the nature domain because of Lord of the Forest. Protection stake is very strong. The tooltip is a little weird, but it gives a 15% personal damage modifier. That means 15% damage reduction to myself and allies for 30 seconds. And the W1 is just a debuff, reduces some damage bonus of enemies. 30-second duration, 20-second cooldown, stacks up to 3 times. We have compared this with Forest Creature for the Pixie Dust, increases healing modifier by 25%. So combine that with the 15 from the Arbiter skills already, you get up to a 40% increased healing, right? That's pretty solid. And the slow stake that will slow things if they get nearby. We have fortified stakes. So now the slow turns into a daze, and the protection stake increases the personal damage modifier by another 10%. So 15 is base, but with this one it goes up to 25. God's Reach is a minor we have in here for a secondary tray, and a Blessed symbol is just a little bit of healing buff, so we drop below 50% health, 15% crit chance, and crit healing amount. The reason why we have 2 trays is because we have a little bit too many skills to fit on one bar, and also in our main bar we have a block, and we can swap into the other tray, and then we still have access to our dash, and we have access to both of the ultimates. And there is the slow stake. I put this one in the range tray if you need to kite away, together with the racials. The charge and the hind kick are in here, and the revive as well. You can just swap trays if you need to do these things. Mostly will be in this tray. Alright, let's go over the abilities here. On number 1 here we have Pixie Dust. That's from our major. It increases a healing modifier 25%. Then we have the Tend Wounds in here. Healing over time on one target and on myself. And it increases healing modifier. We combine that with number 3, which is Illuminate. Heals the group, restores resources. So number 1, 2, and 3 are all the healing modifiers. So you stack those up first. Then number 4 we have our ground targeted AoE healing. That looks something like this. Just pulsates around for a while until it goes away. Number 5 is our Arbiter special, the Spiritual Presence, which is quite a heavy heal. We pop that, and then just all around us we start healing things, and debuffs enemies as well. Lasts for a while, has some good healing in there. Number 6 is our protection stake, fortified protection stake even. That gives us the personal damage modifier. Tooltip is a little wonky, but it's 25% damage reduction. Number 7 is just a targeted blind. can't hit these dummies because they're friendly, but it's just a blind. A little bit of CC is useful. Number 8 is the wee one. That is a debuff that we talked about. 30-second duration, 20-second cooldown, so you keep stacking that up. In a extended fight, you get to reduce damage bonus by 20, and it stacks right. The number 9 is our Divine Presence. That is a great team buff to have in here. It causes the cleric to emanate Divine Presence to friendlies around them with a max target of 7. It buffs their melee damage, but more importantly, it has a 7% personal damage modifier, which again means damage reduction. The heal itself is, the ult itself is just a group heal and increases critical strike by 5%. As all the other ultimates, it cleanses crowd control effects and gives us some damage reduction. The whole tree looks like this. We have taken an extra minor here to fit all of these things in here. We went over most of the skills, but Flash of Light, Holy Symbol are in there. Then 2 of the passive nodes are Tend Wounds in here, more passives there. The Holy Aura, that's the thing we skipped over. That is on number 0. You could toggle that on or off, and it stays on as long as it's toggled. It just gives us 1250 extra life for ourselves and a group, so kind of always want to have that on. And so I kind of skimmed over that, forgot because it's already on. Circle of Life is in here, which is the group revive. Divine Presence, like I said, the AoE damage reduction buff, and then Illuminate. Right there, the group healing. So that's what the tree looks like. It's kind of how it plays.